Hello, thank you to everyone who joined Lisa and I for that live video. That was Lisa Caldognetto. We covered our skincare and there was so many products that we chatted about, so I hope it didn't overwhelm you. I thought I'd share this little live video because I know that it will be sharing on my Instagram, but also I thought if I put it on Instagram TV I can just upload my notes that I made and it will have like a little note of the products, some of the products that I've mentioned and a few more ingredients if we didn't speak about it. I specifically wanted to cover targeting on my sensitive skin because I know what a nightmare that can be because I've suffered with it all my life. It tends to be, with mine, I get the sort of hormonal spots, and I know when I'm going to react to something, like I'll put something on my skin and I'll react straight away. A few of the products I mentioned, I'll talk briefly because I kind of spoke on about it with the live video, but I gave a shout out to the Body Shop, the chamomile cleanser, because that one's just a really nice simple one just to break down your makeup and it doesn't tend to be too reactive. It's got a smell of chamomile to it but nothing too fragranced or harsh, so that will literally just break it down. And then I use a bit of the Bioderma because that one is nice and sensitive. It wipes it off, it gets all the like excess off. Give it a little rinse after that. I didn't mention this, but I like this as an exfoliator. It's like a Japanese gel based one. I've done a YouTube video on it that expanded on it. I'm just going to really quickly go very quickly through this because I know I went on at more into more detail on the live video, but there's just so much to talk about and I don't want to bore you. But this one's basically good. It's not like a gritty exfoliator. You massage it in and it'll just break down and you can just actually see the skin shed and come off, and it's one of the most popular ones in Japan, and like Japan, they're amazing with their skincare. I went into a little bit more detail with retinols and retinoids and explained the difference between those. Retinoids are like a slightly newer version of retinols, which is they're all derived from vitamin A. So the main thing, they're kind of like a gold star standard skincare, so you've probably heard a lot of people speak about them. So what I've got noted down here, so yeah, they cause skin cell turnover at a faster rate and decreases oil production to help exfoliate. So that will help with the wrinkles and fine lines, make your skin bouncy. It will take about 6 to 8 weeks to really start making your skin look amazing because they're quite reactive. So at first a lot of people can get put off because you can tend to get a little bit dry, a little bit flaky, and if you're spot prone it basically brings it all to the surface where it's speeding up the process so that will naturally happen. But it will eventually help with spots, the control of them, and it will help with hyperpigmentation as well. It's one of those few ingredients along with SPF that can legally claim that it's anti-aging. They say to start about age 27, so, but I'm not into ages too much. It depends on what you're targeting. 27 is quite good if you're specifically after something that targets like fine lines and wrinkles, but if you're trying to deal with spots you can probably get away with it a tiny bit younger, but obviously you don't want to overload your skin. This one, like in terms of your regime, do it on dry, really clean skin, so it's really going to work. You just do a tiny little bit, just use it in the target areas. Don't use it on your neck because it can really dry out your neck. You can use it on your chest area. I think I covered, oh, not around the eyes, just anywhere. You don't want to use it delicate because it can decrease oil, so you want to keep those areas quite moisturized. So yeah, you may find that you get a little reaction, but just please just keep going with it. Also break yourself in gently. This is the ordinary, so this is a Granavi, what was that called again? Granactive, dyslexic, Granactic retinoid. This is a 5%, so this is the highest in the more sensitive group. It's got the retinoids in the Granactive, which are, I think they're more oil based, so that's why they're slightly softer and like slowly released, so they're not as harsh on the skin. And then the ordinary do one that jumps up to the next level, so you can sort of start off with the Granactive ones, and then if you're wanting something a bit stronger, move on. The down point of that is the packaging, and I know they've obviously done it to like reduce the price or whatever. It's good because obviously you're not getting the UVA too much because it's got the tinted glass, but the annoying thing is you have to open the whole thing, so you're exposing it to the air, which isn't ideal. But then because it's such an amazing price, it just means that you have to use it like a bit quicker, but then it means you don't feel so bad about using it all over your chest and maybe your hands, whatever, any areas like that. But I will put some extra information on this. And then quickly, let's concentrate on the active ingredients again. So let's go for salicylic acid. So that's, you wouldn't want to use it at the same time as your retinol because they're both quite active, can be slightly harsh ingredients. So this one attracts oil, so it's going to go into the pore and actually clear it out when you've got a spot. So this is spot prone skin. Again, really affordable. The ordinary, this is not sponsored or gifted, I just like a skincare that's affordable, you know what you're getting. This is almost like a gel consistency, so use it on the spot. Some people use it all over. I find that too harsh for me, so I just use it directly onto the spots just to try and get that treatment. And then a group of products I quickly cover is La Roche-Posay, and these are all ones like if you have got very sensitive skin, so they're mainly going to be hydrating, they're going to be calming, cooling. These are like the moisturizers, so it's the Tolerance Ultra, so it's, this one's a night one, so it might be worth trying just this to begin with because it's going to calm everything down. It's not going to be reactive, especially if you're adding retinol and things to your regime. You want something that's going to hydrate but not clog your pores, or it's not going to be too reactive once you've got all these. Your main hitters, your main hard working skincare should be the ones in the middle, the ones that are really active. So then you want a moisturizer that's just going to calm you down and make you feel good. And then this again, it's just the thermal spring water for sensitive skin, so it's just cooling, refreshing, help it all sink in. So I spray that afterwards. I've got lots of other skincare, but I'll just briefly cover these few little bits. And then after, especially using it after retinol, you need to use SPF because your skin becomes a bit more sensitized. It's good to use. I'm sure you've heard everyone preach about it. We are meant to use it. Even in this country, we need to use it. Mainly go for ones that have got the UVA, the UVB, and I tend to have to go factor 50 because I'm really pale and sensitive. So this one is quite good under makeup because it's an anti-shine. So that's the, how do you say that? I'll put the proper details. It's a non-perfume one, and then the thing I love about this spray is it's amazing if you wear makeup because you're just doing it all over. It's not going to disturb your makeup or be greasy. You can do it just over the top and you can keep topping up even if you've got makeup on, which is perfect, which is what we want. So I hope that was useful, and let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks.